Hi guys and girls. So I'm here doing another quick recap. And as I always say, only God is God, no one else is God. And I just want to thank the Lord for everything that has been avoided so far in this war. I know there's been tragedy beyond the scope of comprehension. But like I said a few years ago, I did see Putin with some nukes. I did see them firmly on the ground. I never saw them launched. But if he did launch them, it would be somewhere in the ocean. Like I saw the nukes in the ocean, but I didn't see them launched. And I couldn't quite understand what the heck. And guys, that ship, the Moscow ship that was sunk, now they're saying that some nukes that were in that ship might have accidentally been dislodged down into the ocean. So like I always say, only God is God, and I have a lot of details in my readings, but I don't have 100% understanding. And just now, I'm just thanking the Lord. You know, it's been Easter, and it's just been a relief for me. And I hope that that's it, and I hope that that was my reading. I hope that nothing else will happen. But isn't that amazing? I saw nukes in the ocean, but not launched. And if they were sent, it would be in the ocean. So the U.S. does not believe that there were any nuclear weapons on board. I hope so. I hope so. It's just so confusing. I'm just putting out my message out there. I'm sorry. I think we're okay. I think things will get cleaned up. And I just wanted to clarify that. Next time, if I ever see something like that, I will never mention it, because I have not even been able to sleep because I don't want to worry people. I'm just going to let it go, never mentioning it again. So this is why I'm doing these videos. I'm just trying to tell you, you know, sometimes what you see is not exactly, you don't know everything 100%. So I'm hoping if there were missiles, it was just that they were accidentally launched and it will be cleaned up. But even though that's what I hope, the best ideal thing was that that does never happen, that there never were any missiles. The U.S. doesn't believe that there were any missiles, nuke missiles in there. So I'm going just to side with them. I'm going to believe it, but just in case, I'm giving you the whole shenanigans about everything that's been going on with that, and about my reading and what happened. Again, if I ever see anything that serious, I will never, ever mention it. This is not easy to read these, Taza. It's not easy. Yeah, there I am pointing. So this is Mohammed bin Salman over here. This is Putin. This is the Putin baby. Sorry about the glare. My video light is on. And here's that nuke. And here's an ocean. So it'll be in the ocean if he does do it. Putin is very unstable. You see that large nuke there? Putin is very unstable. Putin baby. Putin. Mohammed bin Salman, this tall, dark man, heavier set than him, tall, from another country, with, look at that oil coming out of him there. That's Mohammed bin Salman. That's how I could tell it's him. Look at the headwear that they wear, that Saudi Arabia headwear. He has a heavy top and skinny legs. That you probably don't see his legs, but his top body is heavier than his bottom body. He's got like a pyramid body, like apple shape. And here's that missile. Here's the nuke. See how big it is? And here's the water. So it'll go in water if that were to ever happen. So don't get scared with everything going on in the news, okay? We're going to be fine. So don't get scared, okay? We're going to be fine. It's just water. The water will save us. Holy water, sacred water, agua bendita, water bendita. Now you know why I named my channel that. Let's get started on that Putin Taza, everybody. So the beginning of the cup on the handle, I see ships, large, like naval cargo ships that can house trucks and tanks and even airplanes. And they're moving in from the ocean into the Ukraine. I think that's going to be their next line of attack. They're going to change tactics and they're going to involve the Navy. And let's pause here for a second while I discuss that. So it'll involve the Navy now. I know they're saying that the new strategy is that they're going to move on to the east side of the country, Donbass, and that region. Yes, they're going to have people in the land, soldiers doing horrible things, but also I think the new strategic war plan is that they're going to invade from the ocean, and it's going to be very scary. We're going to hear about it in the news. I wish I could tell, the Ukrainians so that they could take preemptive measures, but these things, people don't believe these things. These ratings, people think that no one's going to pay attention, take you seriously. Even though, we've seen it for a few years now in the Taza. We didn't know exactly it was exactly Ukraine, but we knew it was a country there in Europe. So, anywho, that's what they're going to do now. Putin is going to, or Putrid is going to try to take that part of the country. I think it's strategically his goal to take the parts of the country where there's more gas and oil. That's probably why he took Crimea.
But first, U.S. defense officials confirming another major military victory for Ukraine, telling News Nation that the Moskva, the flagship of Russia's Black Sea fleet, sank after being struck by 2 Ukrainian Neptune missiles. But today, that's leading to another concern. Were there nuclear weapons on board that are now at the bottom of the Black Sea? Correspondent Tom Negovin is following this story out of New York. And Tom, the CIA director has also been talking about Russia and nuclear weapons. What has he said today?
Well, William Burns raising an issue, Nicole, that's been on the minds of Western military analysts for much of the past 50 days of conflict in Ukraine, whether Russian defeats there, and there have been a bunch of them, surprising ones too, whether those defeats will drive the Kremlin to use tactical or battlefield nuclear weapons. A Soviet-era guided missile cruiser seen here in file video, now at the bottom of the sea. Satellite images show the Moskva not long before she was sunk, struck by 2 Ukrainian Neptune missiles, a senior defense official tells News Nation, about 60 nautical miles south of Odessa. According to the Kremlin, ammunition on board caught fire, sinking the flagship of Russia's Black Sea fleet before she could get back to port. Russia says her crew of around 500 was evacuated. Tonight, despite unconfirmed reports the Moskva carried a small number of nuclear weapons, U.S. officials do not believe any were on board.
Much.